The summit between President Trump and President Vladimir Putin of Russia is now history. We have thoughts from John Dickerson.
Anchorage, Alaska is a world away from eastern Ukraine, the site of the deadliest conflict in Europe since World War II. For 3.5 years, the conflict has taken more than 1 million lives, upended global alliances, and sent the economy of the world into turmoil. Could a process begun here in Alaska, this former Russian territory, slow and ultimately halt that devastating history? That was the question Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin were here to answer as they held their first meeting since the invasion began. The question was not answered. The summit ended in a fog of diplomatic ambiguity, both sides claiming progress, declaring friendship, but announcing no concrete results.
We had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there.
Scheduled meetings were canceled, lunch called off, questions by a large international contingent of reporters left unasked at a press conference that never happened. It was a muted, anticlimactic end to a day that began with a red carpet and a roar. President Trump clapped for his guest as Putin strode toward him, and then bestowed the handshake and the pat he reserves for those with whom he feels solidarity. Above them, the thunder of a B-2 stealth bomber, flanked by American fighter jets. That military flyover was the only faint echo of Mr. Trump's earlier vow that Putin would face serious consequences if he refused a ceasefire. Come sit by the fire was the feeling instead, as a warm reception helped Putin step in from the cold. A frigid reception would have greeted him in any of the 125 countries that abide by the International Criminal Court, which issued an arrest warrant for Putin, accusing him of overseeing the deportation of Ukrainian children, a violation of international law. Instead, President Trump concluded the greeting by hosting Putin in his limousine. The welcome was a striking contrast to Trump's sharp Oval Office treatment of Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky.
You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people.
In Alaska, Trump ultimately did not accept a Russian proposal that would have compelled Zelensky to cede land against his will, the outcome Zelensky and European leaders most feared. But by Saturday, the president had reversed course, echoing Putin's demand for a peace deal without a ceasefire, leaving Russia free to fight on and build leverage. Monday, the Ukrainian president travels to Washington to get an explanation about that. Though the Anchorage meeting is over, its history is unfinished. We don't yet know if the red carpet was all carrot and no stick, or bait to draw Putin closer to hear the hard terms. What is certain is this: Vladimir Putin left Alaska with a prize rarer than gold for a wanted man: applause on American soil from the most powerful leader in the world.